I swear, I'm here. I just really have to pee really, really quick. I'll be right there. Okay, I think I got everything. If I don't, I'm gonna be really sad if I don't. I'm so unbelievably out of breath. Okay. Are we ready? I don't think I'm ready, actually. Hold on. There's a lot going on here, alright? Like, you're gonna see, this is kind of a mess. And it's not really organized, because, yeah. Maybe I should just stop stalling. Okay! Okay. I'm here. Where's my, where am I? Where's my camera? Where is it? Where is it? New camera. Properties. Deactivate. Activate. Just like reset it. There we go. Okay, is it working? It's inverted. Hold on. I need to invert this. I'm so sorry. Fucking flip that shit. Okay! Here we are! Wonderful! You might notice that this is not my kitchen. And that is correct. This is not my kitchen. This is my desk. Reason why we're not in my kitchen is because I have no way to stream right now from my kitchen. So, we're doing this at the desk. Oh god. Okay. So, here's the deal. There's a lot of stuff going on, as you can see here. Let me just, like, organize my Hello Kitties really quick. I don't know where I'm supposed to put my phone to track. I didn't consider that, actually. What if I just, like, put you up here? Like, what if we just, like, wheel? This is good enough, right? Nope, that's not gonna hold. Okay. It's going great. It's going great. It's going great. Alright. Good enough for now. Awesome. So, here we are. Here's my, setup. Wait. Hear me out. Let me see if I can expand it to make it look a little better. See my toes now. Alright, hold on. Adjust this bad boy a little up. Something like that. Move this to the side. Something like this-ish. That way I can work. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Hi, everyone. Let's get introductions out of the way, shall we? Hi Waffle. Hi Marshall. Hello Doff. Hello, Hydrus and Doppel and Isaac. I don't have those tiny portable stoves. I thought about it, but the thing is, it's like, they're kind of costly for like a one-time use. So I just thought, why not use what I have for now, and hopefully one day I can like get us set up in like my actual kitchen, you know? So yeah, plan is, because there's a whole bunch of different ingredients here. I was originally gonna make you like two things. I was gonna make you like a classic Venus panini, right? That's my panini press right there. So I have like chicken, bread, cheese. As you can tell, I'm kind of running out. I didn't realize I was running out so much, for like stream. So, and like my ham's kind of a little icky, let's be honest. So I may or may not make the panini. I'm kind of debating. That's why it's kind of off to the side. This is just kind of like, that can be off to the side. Oh, look at my Hello Kitty shirt. It has like a little, hold on, I can like, it's got stuff on the back too. But it has like little symbols. Isn't it so cute? It's so cute. Goosey's doing amazing. Thank you for asking. Here's my monster that I wanted so bad. Here, let me crack that bad boy open. Can you guys hear me good enough? I don't know. I haven't used this mic in a hot second. So I don't know if it's good enough. Up. Also, I need to find... Where the fuck are you? Here you go. I'm also wearing some, like, really good, like, comfy, like... I don't... Not leggings, not sweats. They're, like, in between... I don't know. Like, pajama pants and, like, sweats. They're kind of, like, in between that. I'm trying to load up tits so it can work, but I don't think it is gonna work, actually, so I think we're just gonna close that, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, so instead of a sandwich, I was gonna make like a classic tuna bowl. I realized I didn't bring a bowl with me, but that's okay. I'll go get a bowl. So, my tuna bowl, I'll kind of show you the ingredients that I have here. Whoa, hold on. Move all of this. I also didn't bring a can opener. I'm so prepared. I'm so unbelievably prepared. You can tell. So, rice. Obviously, plan is you put the rice in the rice cooker. I normally do, if I'm making one bowl for like one meal, I'll do just 1 cup. But if I want to make more, like for later on, or if I'm feeling really hungry because I haven't eaten a whole lot, I'll do 2 cups. I never do more than 2 cups just because that's a lot of rice for like one person, you know? So there's that. I'll do 1 to 2 cans of tuna. It really depends, because recently I've been adding crab. Now I know this is imitation crab, and that's because I don't know how to cook and or like prep or open actual crab. I don't know how to do that. So this is a lot simpler for me and like way more affordable. So, crab. I'm Spider-Man. That was a really good catch for me. That was a really good catch for me. You got it. You got to admit that. That was a pretty good fucking catch. You got it. Hold on. I'm trying to like keep my phone out. Come on. Brother in Christ, please. Okay, there we go. Need to feed yourself better? What? This is fine. I have my protein. I get my, like, plenty of salt intake. I have my carbs here. Everything's all good. Don't worry about it. No, I think this is perfectly fine. So with the tuna and with the crab, you can do a couple of different things regarding, like, flavors. What I've been doing recently is, well, actually, let me start off with how I used to do it. Well, how I used to do it was you would take sriracha sauce, sesame oil, and mayo. That way it's a little creamy, it's a little spicy, and you got that, like, sesame oil, and there's like a little tickle, a little treat, right? A little something, right? Who threw up for not eating? Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. I actually, like, never opened my monster. This is so sad. Delicious. I'll give you that one, Doppel. So yeah, so it's mayo, sriracha, and sesame oil. I started trying out different things. So I started adding spicy mayo instead. So it kind of gets like the 2-in-1 thing. I would still put sriracha sauce with it just because, you know, this isn't like as spicy as sriracha sauce. This doesn't have like that tang in it. But I actually ran out of sriracha sauce, and I've been trying out some other different things instead of sriracha. Like, I have like a sriracha ketchup. That's not good for this. Do not put sriracha ketchup in this. The consistency of the ketchup is not good. Yeah, Kewpie mayo is also really good. I've been really doing the unagi, like, sushi sauce. Sushi sauce. Sushi sauce. Yes. This is really good. This is really good stuff, especially with the crab. This is like a god pair up. This is the dream team right here. I will sometimes, instead of doing the sriracha sauce, this is the like bulldog carbonara sauce. This is what I put in my noodles. This is also pretty good as like that little tang. And then as like a topper for like looks and presentation, but also for a little bit of like texture. The rice seasoning is pretty fucking good. So that's all of that. This is like a classic. I could not describe this to you how much of like a Venus meal this is. This is for like, I'm lazy and I don't want to cook a whole thing. This is for like an after class, a pick me up. This is like a comfort food sort of a thing. I eat this a shit ton. I will change it up here and there to try something new because I love trying new things. But this is like the bread and butter. The rice, whatever kind of protein you want, and then some fuck-ass like sauces and seasoning. Boom. Done. Simple, easy. It takes as long as it does for the rice to cook because like the tuna and the crab, as like you're cutting it and mixing everything all together, you're doing that while the rice is cooking. And by the time the rice is done, you put it all in one bowl and you're good to go, you know? Boom, done. Easy. Maybe 15 minutes. Like, if you put 1 cup. If you put 2 cups, it's gonna be a little more. But, like, yeah. Boom. How does that sound? How does that sound? Does it sound good? I brought the sandwich stuff just in case. But, like, this is, like, a pathetic amount of bread. I don't think I'm gonna be making sandwiches. I thought I had way more. Are we okay with, like, just this? Yeah. Because, listen, I also, if it's not okay, I have alcohol. I don't know how this is a good replacement, but I've been meaning to drink this for like the longest time, and I think today would be great to have a drink with you guys as I cook you dinner. This is like supreme auntie vibes right here. I'm living auntie. I have the alcohol in my hand. I'm cooking you a good ass fucking dinner. This is peak auntie moment, you know? Technically, yes, you only need 2 slices of bread, but this is like, it's a really sad panini. And if I'm gonna make you a Venus panini, like the holy grail Venus panini, I can't have it as like a really sad flop and a disappointment. You know? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I do have bread and butter pickles, though. I love eating bread and butter pickles as, like, a snack. If you have, like, crab cakes or, like, any kind of fish cakes with it, it's so good. These are also just really good to just eat out of the jar. They just are. I don't know what to tell you. Remember what happened the last time you ate spicy things? I'm actually doing pretty good. I've been eating those same noodles again and again, and I've had, like, a really good moment of finding, like, where that spice level is that I can handle without, like, wanting to die. I do shit myself a whole lot afterwards, but that's okay. I'm okay with that, you know? Pointless. Don't call me a nerd. Fuck you. Lovingly. Do you want dinner? Have you eaten yet? I'm gonna make you some anyways. What are you cooking? I am cooking a tuna crab rice bowl. Spicy rice bowl. Hi, Laughing Stock. Hi. I also, hold on, let me take another sip of my, monster. Oh, that's a good monster. Okay. Alright. I just realized I need to, like, wash my rice. I also don't have my measuring cup. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I have to grab a bowl. I have to grab my measuring cup thing, because I have a specific thing for rice that I measure the rice in. What else was I missing? I feel like I was missing other things. Bowl, my measuring cup thing. I think that's it. I don't know. If I think of something else, I'll think of something else. I'll be right back, though. I don't have the cat in the room. I would give you guys a cat cam, but she's not here. So, instead, we're just gonna go back to the BRB screen, you know? How's your weekend been? Well, it could be better, but, you know, it's okay. Studying for things is just not fun in general. Let me actually, if I'm not gonna make a panini, let's just take the panini stuff away. That way we have more space to work. You know? Does that make sense? I think it does. Oh, excuse me. Good God. I will, however, keep the pickles here. I do enjoy me some pickles. You're eating good? Crapper. Clearing the bowels for more food? Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely. It just means that I'm not, like, backed up and constipated. No one wants to be constipated, so, you know, I'm just doing myself some justice. Okay, hold on. Let me carry all this shit out first. I remembered the other thing that I needed. That was a can opener. I did make sure to grab it, don't you worry. Alright. Back at it. Oh. Back at it again. Do we like it like this, or do we want it more zoomed in? I'm still messing around with, like, this new camera of mine. We can actually move it. Now that I have more space, I can actually, like, move shit over. Yeah! Get me onto, like, a fucking, like, morning talk show where I'm making, like, butchered ethnic food with a little white twist, you know? Those fucking white ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Wildlife and food don't mix well? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? I think it mixes just fine. Okay. Ugh. This is my little scooper I was talking about. It's really good because this is 1 cup of rice that you put in, right? Because, like, technically the bowl itself, like, this has, like, a measuring thing. But you know that, like, 1 scoop of this is 1 cup of rice. 1 scoop of this is enough water to cook in here. So 1, 1, 1, 1. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. So, I realize I gotta go watch this. However, I need this. I don't know why I closed it. I'm gonna go watch this, but you guys can hear me. Okay. I feel like you can hear me from all the way over here in the bathroom. It's uncomfortable, but I'm not gonna go without watching. Rice is ready. Alright. I don't know if you guys could actually hear me. I might have just been talking to myself that entire time. I mean, I could barely hear her. Well, if you can hear me, that's good enough. Hi, Anga. I hope you're having a good day. Okay. Make sure that you set your rice to cook. I happen to, like, not do this quite a bit. And then, like, you know, my rice is just not done. Alright, so. Rice done. Out of the way. I think I can actually... I can sit down while I do this. Womp womp. Womp womp. Ad coming? Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry for the Twitchers. It's okay. There's not much that we're doing during this time because it's just rice cooking. So you're not missing much, okay? Trust. You have to trust me. Alright. Okay. We have some text in our food now. I don't think my phone likes being held up like that. Alright. Sure. It's just gotta give me big fucking issues. You know what we'll do? We will... I'm gonna snake it around like how I normally have it. Don't mind this cable. Don't mind my, like, weenus in your face. Just, like, don't mind all the, like, the scuff and inconveniences, okay? Your auntie's got it covered. Trust. Trust your auntie. Okay? There, that's pretty good. The only thing keeping me on YouTube is they have the decency of keeping the ads short. Well, you know. Short, skippable ads. It's kind of like a... It's kind of like a toss-up, really, on what you want. I do find myself leaning towards watching YouTube streams because of... Excuse me, just the monster in me. I got that dog in me. I tend to lean for YouTube streams because I do like being able to skip the ads. With Twitch ads, you can't really skip them. You have to let it go all the way through, which is just really a bother. And then, like, for streamers who have ads, like, every 15 minutes, that gets unbearable. I cannot handle that. So I tend to like my YouTube streams a little more. I don't know if I'm gonna use I don't know why I opened both cans of tuna if I'm not gonna use both of them. It's okay. I'll just put this to the side. It's fine. Alright, in our bowl, can of tuna. In. Normally, I would, like, drain the juices out of it, but sometimes if you leave it moist like that, it keeps it really... It keeps it good with the mayo to get it, like, creamy. This is, like, a very big trust the process sort of a moment, okay? I really need you to trust me on this. Okay. We have our one can. Done. You'll take your imitation crab, okay? I take about a good, like, 4 of them, just because I like a lot of crab in it. But it really... Well, I don't want the whole fucking slab. But it really depends on how much you want. If you want more crab, you put more crab. If you want more tuna, put more tuna. I also just like eating it as is. It's really good. So, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can either use, like, the twist method and roll it like that. But, where I like more to get, like, a nice, even kind of shred is to use your fork. And you shred it. Like this. And so that way, it pulls apart, right? You kind of turn it around, get it at a different angle. You'll have some bigger chunks, some smaller chunks. But all in all, it's pretty separated. It's also just really easy. But, you know? That's pretty good. What keeps me on YouTube is the fact that I can watch VODs without fear of losing it. Yes! That's also really nice. It's like being able to, like, watch the VOD. I know that, like, streamers who primarily use Twitch will, like, upload their VOD to YouTube. And I did that for a time. But when you're... Shit. Piece of crap just, like, fucking fell on the floor. I don't know where it went. Alright, well, it's lost to the void. But, like, when you're first starting out on YouTube, you need to have a certain amount of requirements to be able to upload videos that long. And then also, it's just, like, to me, it's so disjointed having, like, everything on Twitch and then, like, just VODs on YouTube, you know? I don't know. It's, like, a personal thing of mine. And also, with YouTube streams, you have, like, the conversation with, like, YouTube chats. You have, like, the thumbnail. I don't know. I will watch VODs from Twitch uploaded on YouTube. I'm not saying that I won't. I just have a preference for if it's, like, already been on YouTube. You know? That could just be me being picky. Okay. Get a little close-up of this. So this is what it looks like right now. Just crab, just tuna. You got it all shredded up. You can mix it around right now. Just get it in. And this is, like, a good measurement for, like, how much you want portion-wise. So we have, like, 3 things of imitation crab and then 1 can of tuna. It's pretty evenly spread out. So this is where I'd be like, I don't know, I want a little more crab, I add more crab. I want a little more tuna, I add more tuna. Great stage for that. Gonna have a little snack. What's really good with the sauce is you just put it on the crab. Just like that. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. Beautiful. Drinking my Monster. That's real good. Delicious. Okay. Alright. Kind of wish YouTube would poach more Twitch features. I agree. I 100% agree. There are a lot of things that I wish YouTube had that Twitch does have that would, like, amplify the YouTube live stream experience. And I'm not the first one to have this take, and I'm certainly not going to be the last one. But there are a lot of things that make the experience, the live experience, different between the 2 platforms. So, like, with Twitch, it is a lot more interactive with chats, where I find YouTube, it's a lot more lax. It's more, like, I don't want to say lurker-friendly, but it tends to, because it doesn't have a lot of, like, the interactive features and plugins and everything, it does fit for a more kind of a lurker community, which is not bad by any means. I tend to lurk in a lot of streams. I don't often chat in them, whenever I'm watching. But I think that just having the availability of being more interactive on YouTube would greatly benefit for, like, your viewing experience, and then also for me as well, you know, as the streamer. Like, the channel points, I don't know if they could get away with, like, adding in the channel point system thing, but I do think doing something similar to that would be really nice. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be burping a lot because of this, Monster. Do not put a lot of this in your crab and tuna mixture. A lot of this is very overpowering. You need to be careful with it. Put like a good, like, dollop. Like that. A good dollop. Okay. We'll mix this up. Oh. My rice is bubbling. We'll mix this up. I think if I, like... And I kind of know I mentioned it on one of my tweets recently. With, like, Twitch adding, like, the face verification thing. I am completely serious when I say that, like, if I ever get hit, whether, like, watching a Twitch stream or starting a stream, and, I need to do, like, the face verification, I'm no longer going to be using Twitch. Because that is just extremely invasive. I don't support this, like, new trend of everyone requiring Face ID or government ID to verify your age. I don't support it. So I would sincerely stop. I would also try to make my YouTube streams more interactive like my Twitch streams as best as possible. Oh, this sauce. This is, I know I kind of ripped it off. This is the, Bulldog, carbonara, like, flavor sauce. So instead of like, because you know when you grab like the ramen pack, you'll have like the carbonara seasoning and then like the hot sauce. This is kind of a mixture of the both. It's kind of like the hot sauce with a little bit of the seasoning. It's really good. I highly recommend this if you just have like plain old, I have like the 50-cent ramen noodles. I'll add this in it and it makes the experience a whole lot more, you know? It's really good. I do recommend getting this. It's kind of hard to like get the sauce out because it doesn't, I mean, look at the knob. It doesn't like going out. But I add it in like almost anything since I've gotten it. And now you have like a good, you see kind of like that orange, that spice. Let's take a little test, a little peek. Not bad. That's pretty good. It's a little spicy. I'm not feeling a whole lot of this. I'm gonna add just a little bit more because I do want that like umami flavor. There we go. But again, not too much. You can really overdo it. And you can also, surprisingly, I learned, you can overdo it with the rice seasoning. It has sesame and seaweed. There's a lot mixed with it. But with what's mixed in it, tend to be a little on like the saltier side. So if you add a shit ton of it, it's going to overpower whatever flavor you have and be way too salty. I learned that the hard way. Please, not a generous amount. If you remember like the rule in like grade school where like you use the glue stick and you're like oh, fuck, what was it? What's it called? That's enough? Or is enough? I don't remember what but it's like a little saying that you say. That's good. Or like when you drink, I like the fountain. It's like 1, 2, 3, that's enough for me. Just, there is a limit. I wouldn't say a frugal amount, but like, what's a good way of describing it? A sprinkle. Take your inner Salt Bay and sprinkle like a Salt Bay amount. That's how much you want. A tad, you know? Yo, what are you making? I am making a tuna crab rice bowl with the help of some spices and sauces. I heard this is a Master Chef stream. Oh my god. I absolutely loved watching Master Chef, Kitchen Nightmares, Hell's Kitchen. I loved Gordon Ramsay as a kid. I always imagined myself being on like Master Chef because I loved cooking. Like, being a chef was a career that like I thought of as a kid because I loved cooking. I love food. I love making it. So like I genuinely thought to like try to be on Master Chef when I was younger. Oh my goodness. You have no idea. It's crazy. A pinch is a good amount. Absolutely. Ah. Oh, that's good. Ah! Ah! I heard a notification and I don't see the notification. What happened? Am I missing something? Oh god. Oh god. I don't know where it came from. I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me reset my shit. Refresh. Refresh. I don't know. I heard something. Whatever it may be, thank you so much for your support, to whoever you are, wherever you are. Spending a week at my folks' house got me into all of them, but damn competitive baking shows. Yeah. Competitive baking shows? Oh my god. If you guys watched Food Network as a kid, Cupcake Wars? Oh! That was my fucking shit as a kid. I ate that up. Cupcake Wars. Listen, I don't like baking. I also don't like a lot of baked goods because they tend to be a lot too sweet for me. But watching Cupcake Wars and seeing how creative they get throughout, excuse me, throughout the episode, it's so good. Oh my god. I'm not too big of a fan of the Great British Baking Show. And this might be a little bit of like a hot topic. I don't know how people feel about the Great British Baking Show or Bake Off. Apparently there's like a difference. I'm sorry if you're like in the EU and it's Bake Off. In America, it's the show. I'm sorry. But I don't like the judges. Their like quips and bits kind of come off as like cringe to me. And I don't know if it's just me. I know they're trying to like be like funny and everything, but it just, I don't enjoy it. I really don't. I like the baking parts. I like the contestants, like, you know, them interacting, but I don't like the judges. I really don't. You know, that show is more of like a kind of a background noise for me to like not really pay attention to. It's just for something to be like happening. You know, I won't even like stop what I'm doing to like look at it. It's really just like, or like I fall asleep to it. That's it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Alright, there we go. Our rice is done. So let's go ahead. Grab this bad boy. Bizarre Foods was my favorite Food Network addiction, but yeah, baking competitions are addictive. They really are. Because they, listen, whether or not it's staged, I honestly don't care. I love the drama. I love the drama. And the drama in it is a lot better than the drama in, like, a reality show. Like a classic, like, HTV or, like, MTV reality show. I don't like the drama between it because it feels fake. It feels manufactured. In competitive shows, they're trying their best because it's, like, their life's work, their culinary skills. And, like, if something goes wrong, it's just, it's way different. It's way better, you know? Halloween Baking Championship is my go-to. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one. I'll probably... I'm so sorry. I'll look into it. But it's definitely got that cringe judge quips. Yeah. I can't handle the cringe judge quips. It's just, Most educational stream for both cooking and TV drama? Correct. Correct. Oh, this is really good. Good rice. I have like a rice scooper, but I forgot to bring that, so we're just gonna use our fork. It's fine. It's fine. Put however much you want in here, really. I tend to go for more rice in the bowl than more seafood or like whatever this is in here. Typically because rice is very filling, so I kind of have more of like the rice, and I kind of get to save this for later, sort of a deal, you know? If that makes sense. Ooh la la. Okay. Whoop-ow. 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 Okay. Then from here, you add on a little bit of this. Just to kind of cover the top. There we go. Let's cover our rice. Let's sprinkle some of our topping on. Again, just a little pinch, a little tickle. And then, voila! You have your spicy tuna crab rice bowl, made by yours truly. How does it look? I'm gonna try to like get like a nice like angle on it. Does that look good? Does that look appetizing? I hope it does. It's appetizing to me, okay? I like it. Okay. Let's actually try it. Let's eat it. Let me get you a good little bite. A good... You ready? You got some rice, you got some tuna in there. Are you ready? Say ah. Oh. Hold on. Let your auntie feed you. Are you ready? Ah. Oh. Good job. What a good boy. Are you ready for another one? Okay. Oh, let's get a little, there we go, a little bit of everything in there. Ready? Ah! Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Mmm. What do you think? I can mix this up for you. So it's all yummy and delicious. Mm-hmm. Your auntie's gonna take a bite really quick. Mmm. It is good and tasty. It's very hot on the bottom. Be careful. Alright. You ready for one more bite? Alright. Here comes the airplane. I'm sorry, I had to. I'm sorry, I had to do a second tower. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll hydrate with my Monster energy drink. Mmm. Delicious. Mm-mm-mm. God, it's so hard to hold the bowl because the bottom is so fucking hot. Should have ate before this? Probably. But you can eat now. A yummy, yummy bite. Ah, good job. Auntie's so proud of you for eating. I'm so happy. Here. This next bite, you can have a big kiss with it, okay? This is a big bite, so you gotta be careful. It's hot. Let me blow on it for you. Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. And you get a big kissy. I want to see. Can you see my lips? There. Wrong day of September, and you're so right. Do you guys remember the 21st of September? I should have done this on 9/11. This would have been so good. Would have been so good. It's also hot as fuck in here. It's okay. It's only hot in here because you're here with me. Ah. That rice steam really got me going, you know? You remember? Good, 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 good. Never forget. That's true. We always have next year. Guys, will you believe it? In November, it's gonna be 1 year since I've been a VTuber. Can you believe that? 1 year. I'm supposed to do as like a 1 year celebration. Listen, there's so much on my plate that like I haven't even started like prepping what to do. genuinely have no idea how to celebrate our 1 year. Yeah, it's crazy. I, like, can't believe it's been that long. Like, it feels like a long time since I've debuted. But also, it doesn't feel like it's been nearly 12 months, you know? I think I debuted, what? November... I want to say 21st or 22nd? Somewhere around there. We need to throw your place through the window? What do you mean? You could do the easy thing and just rewatch your old debut stream. Oh my god! Oh my, no, I'm scared. I'm scared of doing that. Oh, I'm terrified because I know I was so anxious. I was shaking. Hold on, let me see. When was it? I need to find out the date. Oh, we could do a little cake. Oh, that sounds amazing. Yes. Hold on, let's see. November 22nd was the debut stream. Let me see, what day is that this month? Or this year? It's a Saturday! Meaning I should be able to do it. Okay. We're gonna have to plan something for our 1 year anniversary. I mean, I would hope that you guys would, like, get me a ring. I mean, 1 year is so long to be, like, exclusive with you. you know? Celebrate as if there's no tomorrow. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. No, absolutely. I think a cake would be really cute. We can absolutely, we can go over, the debut stream. I don't know how long I'm gonna last watching that, but we can absolutely try. I would like to do, like, a good late night stream with that. Okay, outside of that, we're about to hit October, and I'm wondering where those past 5 months went. Yeah, time really flies. Oh, God. What would be, like... Honestly, I kind of want to ask you guys. Maybe I'll do, like, a poll or something. What do you would, like, embody 1 year together? What would be, like, a great way of, like, celebrating all that time? What embodies that? Oh, God, I don't know. I would love to... Ooh, we can get drunk together. That would be fun. We can drink. Have cake. Let's see. Do we want to play a game, or... Do you just want to yap? I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Oh my goodness. This is really good. I'm so glad for you guys joining me today for some dinner. This was amazing. It was really yummy, obviously, because I made it. What game did you first play? Oh, that's a great question, actually. Oh my god. What was the first thing that I played? I think one of the first things I did, I know, was Amori, actually. Let me see. This is actually a great reminder for anyone on YouTube, or those who are watching on Twitch and go to my YouTube. Make sure that your restricted mode is off, okay? Because when you have the restricted mode on, you only get like 4 streams of mine, and you get like almost fucking no videos. Make sure that your restricted mode is off, okay? Ugh. I'm still a bit new here, so I'm still figuring out the vibes, and that's completely okay. We can always make it fresh. We can make new vibes for the next year, you know? Yeah, first game I played was Omori. I did building Legos. I had my first, like, spicy noodle stream as well. Did some Lord of the Rings, potion craft, painting. I did, like, a little bit of everything. Ooh. Could do Subnautica again. We could do League. Yes, I did make a tier list and then Omori. I stand by my tier list. I stand by it. I stand by everything I said. Nothing changes from that. Absolutely. So you could basically do like a look back at how you got here, sort of like a compilation. Oh, that would be so cute. Ah! Fuck, I kind of wanna. Oh my goodness. We just might make it like a 12-hour stream. Like, I kind of want to do so much that we might just make it like a 12-hour stream. I don't know. I'll think about it. We could do like a new tier list. Not on like food. Let's see, let's look up tier lists. Because I don't know what else I feel like really passionate about besides food. I'm very... I remember we did red flags as well. Could do like hear me outs. Ooh, that would be fun. Anime waifu tier list? No. I would be so disagreeable with that. Hottest cartoon men? What's this? What kind do they have here? Yeah, no. Kinda cringe. We will see. If I really want to encapsulate everything, I think a tier list would be great. Playing some sort of, like, spooky, scary game. I think that would be fun, especially because I don't do that a whole lot. So I think that would be really nice to do. Like, your hear me outs or chat submitted hear me outs. Ooh. Both? I want to say both. Because, like, okay. A lot of the times when people say, like, oh, this is my hear me out, I don't think it is. So I was, like, originally thinking of doing, like, is this, in my opinion, a valid hear me out or not? And, like, on the scale of a hear me out, how degenerate or how deplorable is it, right? So I was thinking that. And we could do, like, it could either be, like, a pre-made list, or I honestly kind of want to know your guys' hear me outs. I'm very curious. We could do that. Ooh. That might be, like, our tier list bits. Then we have, like, our, scary game, right? We're gonna be drinking. So... you know, I think a classic would be Euro Truck Simulator, but that also hasn't been working recently when I've been playing it. Oh, I'll think about the Euro Truck. Project Zomboid, but I don't know how you are with zombie games. Last time I played a zombie game, it was, Call of Duty, and I was traumatized by it. I got lost, I got stuck in a corner, and... I didn't know how to get out, so I got mauled by, like, a huge pack of zombies. It really depends on the zombie game. It really does. What's a good drinking game? Well, that's the thing. We could either play, like, a traditional drinking game, or we can make one up, or I drink while I play a game. Again, there's a lot of wiggle room to play with. There is a lot. Let me see. Just like a... Oh. You could do like a classic Never Have I Ever, but I feel like that might be like a Blue Twitch kind of a game, you know? Now that's the COD zombie experience. It really was! I got the traditional COD experience. Oh, I would love to play Jackbox with you guys. So much fun. Would you guys want to play Jackbox with me? Oh, I would love to play Jackbox. What's this? I found this drunk pirate. What is this? Also, let me see my current games on Steam. Just anything that would be good to play with you guys. Is getting killed with the ray gun? I've definitely been killed with one. Trust. I definitely have. I would love to play like a multiplayer game. Jackbox would be great. I don't know. Do we still play like Lethal Company? Do we still play Liar's Bar? Is that something that the cool kids do? I could play... I don't know if I want to get back into Overwatch. I'm treading the line of whether or not I want to get back into Overwatch. Let me see. We have Goose Goose Duck. Technically, we have Among Us. We have Lockdown. Very, like, stream snipey games. Fall Guys we could. I actually don't know if I have Fall Guys on my computer. I swear I did. You know, it might just not be on Steam. I think I have it somewhere else. Yeah, it's not on Steam, but I know I have it somewhere. Fall Guys would be great, actually. See? Here's the thing, Buffshrimp. Here's the thing. I've been avoiding Marvel Rivals. And it's not because I'm not the biggest fan of the Marvel IP. But I got out of Overwatch for a reason. I had to climb out of that pit. And it took me a while. I don't know if I want to get into Marvel Rivals. I'm willing to try it. I've always been willing to. Like, playing it with friends or whatever. But I've been hesitating to play it. And I feel like I would have fun. I really do think I would have fun. I'm just scared that I'm going to, like, trip down that same hole as I did with Overwatch and not come out of it. Because my Overwatch addiction got really fucking bad. It got real bad. Phasmophobia would be good too. I've never played Phas. I've never done it. And I am actually scared of the game. I am scared of the game. It just seems really scary, you know? I have a feeling that you'll rage a lot. I absolutely will. Because I'm a support role. That's the thing. I'm a support main. I'm a support main. So obviously I'm gonna rage. Because, like, even though I'm still learning the game, getting shit on by some fucking shit-ass DPS for, like, blaming me for not healing him, even though they can tell that I'm a fucking new player, like, get off my fucking ass, you know? Listen, I'm already raging and I haven't even fucking, I don't even have the game downloaded. This is, like, a completely hypothetical, you know? I tend to get mad because I main support. And I have to deal with really stupid fucking people. You know? The rabbit hole's calling out to her like the green guy. Yes. Yes, it is. That's the best way to put it. I need like a meme of like the scene with like the Green Goblin mask like calling out, and it's like me with like Marvel rival. Yeah, absolutely. I've seen non-gaming streamers fall down that hole, so it's a genuine fear. Yes, no, absolutely, because games like that are made to be addictive. You know, I never thought that I would get addicted to Overwatch, and then here I was, like, every single moment of the day, getting on and playing it. I did kind of have a little bit like that with League. I'll be honest, I do like playing a lot of League. I really, really, really do. But to me, it's like, I don't get tired of League because there's still so many things, like so many champions to learn. There's still so many things to improve on with like the champions that I do play. My maids, I love playing. It's just a nice time to like fuck around, you know? To me, I don't get tired of the cycle. In Overwatch, I did get tired of the cycle because to me, it's not as expansive, and let's be honest, the time that I was playing it, they were kind of going through their like, oh, actually, we're not gonna have the PvE mode. Oh, we're gonna like try to put 6v6, but like, we can't really manage that. You know, like they started making changes only because Marvel Rivals was getting into, you know, the space being their competition. And then they started responding to that, and they, in my opinion, responded pretty poorly with it. So, yeah. It's kind of a mess, really. Yeah, it's a game that I definitely play with friends, for sure. Absolutely. A new support main on Marvel Rivals? Oh, you poor thing. Oh, God. Oh, God. It sucks being a support main. I try my best every single, like, new game that I play to not be a support. It's really hard. It's really hard, because I like the gameplay more as a support. I don't know what it is. Like, it can be Overwatch, it could be even, like, Apex, Final Fantasy. I fit into, like, more of a support role. No matter what I play. It's so unfortunate. And every new game I play, every time, I try to break out of the cycle. And every time, I find myself just slipping farther into the support role. Yeah. Yeah. Something. I do envy, tanks. I try to be sometimes a tank, but I don't know. Staying in the back lines and just, like, helping you not die is just, I don't know. It's like a power trip of mine. That's why I like playing healers. There's just something about it. Oh, guys! Remember my yogurt from earlier that I posted? If you didn't check, Twitter, I posted my yogurt. So I had a full thing of yogurt earlier today. It's almost gone. I really like yogurt. I really like the Great Value peach yogurt. I don't know what it is. I fucking love this, like, basic-ass peach yogurt. It's so good. It's so good. It's probably really bad for me, but I love the way that, like, it just tastes. I like chunks. I like the chunks in it. I'm not a huge fan of Greek yogurt. The, like, bitter sourness of it is just a little off-putting for me. I know it's healthy, but, like, I can eat other healthy things. I don't have to eat healthy yogurt, you know. Get the rest of the rice in here. If you leave your rice cooker on with, like, rice still at the bottom, it'll get, like, a little crispy. I do quite like it when it gets crispy. However, you have to make sure that it doesn't get too crispy, because it'll get, like, so, like, hard that, like, it hurt. It's like as if you're eating, like, raw rice, like uncooked rice. That's how hard it gets. So you really do have to be careful with it. Please, 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 please. Don't be like me and leave it on warm for like 2.5 hours because you forgot to like, turn it off. I have bad memory issues if you can't tell already. There you go. Okay. This is done. Whoop, that made like a big mark. Just ignore that. Might it be healthy, but you know you're good with them probiotics? Exactly. Listen, I'm pooping. I have no problem. I have a pretty good poop schedule. I don't know if that's like a TMI. I'm just gonna put the rest of this in here. I don't think that's TMI. As a nurse, it's so hard to gauge what is actually TMI or not, because I'm so used to, kind of knowing every single part of a person's medical life, of their, like, intimate life, to get to know them. So, like, to get them feeling better. And to me, it's like, we have to ask those questions, like, when was the last time you had a bowel movement? When's the last time, you went to the bathroom and, like, peed? What's, like, the color, the texture, the consistency? Like, what did it look like? Is it normal for you? How often do you go? Things like that. To me, I don't see anything that's TMI because it's just so natural for me. And sometimes I kind of forget that exists. And it's off-putting for some. And, I have to give, like, that warning ahead of time. You might be okay with it, and thank you for being okay with it. I just kind of have to give, like, that warning ahead of time, in case, Just in case. Yes, Auntie has memory issues. Some people say it's ADHD. I don't think I have ADHD, though. I also don't think I have autism, but a lot of people are convinced that I have autism. A lot of people that I know are convinced that I have autism. That, or I'm somewhere on, like, that neurodivergent scale, But yeah, I have memory issues. Mostly due to, like, coping mechanisms and trauma and yada yada yada, but there's just so much running through my mind at one given moment that, like, if it's not tangible for, like, that moment that I need it, it's immediately just thrown away. Just boop, gone. What camera did you use? It's the Logitech. I can pull it up. I think the Brio, I think. Yeah, Brio 500 from Logitech. Way better than my shittier, older camera that was like $30. I would say open book. I would say open book is a really good way to put it, because I will and can talk about pretty much anything. I do know that there are certain limits as to what to talk about, but overall, I would say I'm a pretty open book. If you ask me a question, I'm more than willing, and I probably will answer it. This goes to, like, hypotheticals or, like, actual questions about me. Yeah. Unless it's, like, a little far out there than, like, I don't know, a raise an eyebrow. But yeah, pretty much an open book. Undiagnosed? Yeah. It's kind of what we're going for. And I know I've definitely talked about this before, but I've gone to get diagnosed previously. I've gone out of my way. I've, like, went to, like, 3 different doctors. They kind of gave me, like, a little survey, like, is this you, yes or no? And every time they're like, well, I mean, you're an A student, looking at you, you don't look like you don't look like you have ADHD, or you don't look like you have autism, so, like, I think you're fine. And I'm like, as a nursing student, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not a good assessment. Like, sure. So, I'd say unfiltered. can't be. It depends on how you want to word it. Unfiltered is a way, yeah. I will be completely honest. I do filter myself quite a bit on stream. And I mean like quite a bit. I've recently, like after my hiatus, goodbye Laughing Stock, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you next time. After my hiatus, I've kind of, I'm not sure if you guys can tell the difference, but I've kind of let myself be a little more unfiltered because I've limited quite a bit because it was like I wanted to be safe, I wanted to be unproblematic, I wanted to make sure that I say, not because of TOS necessarily, but I want to be like as clean as possible. I want to be as like, I don't know, pristine, I guess. I don't want to say accidentally anything wrong. I don't want to say anything a little too much. I didn't want to give too much of who I am in case it came off, in case it came off too much, in case I came off unlikable, because a little bit of too much of my personality came out, you know? And so, a big thing, actually, during my hiatus was kind of, like, understanding that, like, if I'm going to be putting myself out there, streaming for you guys, and then not actually being who I am, then it's like, I'm just limiting my, like, I don't know how to word it, essentially. Yeah, I feel a lot more comfortable with it just because it's a lot of, like, insecurity and anxiety, essentially, that kind of limited me. I really was scared to stim, or I was scared to kind of have a little more of, like, my, like, outbursts, or my, like, the jabs or whatever. Like, the other day, like, just saying, like, just calling you guys as, like, a joke, calling you guys degenerate is, like, something that, like, I previously would never ever do, because it's, like, that's insulting, that's too much, that's too far, that's, like, insensitive, like, yada yada. And it's, like, to me, like, that was a bit, I'm having a very hard time finding the words that I want. I allowed myself because I would hope that you guys would understand that I wouldn't mean it in a derogatory, insulting way. You know? Like, yeah, I'm putting myself in a box, essentially. I'm trying to force myself to fit these arbitrary rules that I'm giving myself, and not allowing you guys to really experience who I am. You are getting a very generic, bland person, and you're not getting who Venus really is, and you're just missing out on that. Yeah. And, like, I do separate myself, like, my personal life from VTubing. That is why I am a VTuber. I really like the privacy with it. I like the anonymity. Hold on. How do you say it? Anonymous, I don't know, adjective? You know what I mean? Anemone. I'm reading the word right now and I can't even say it. Anonymity. The anonymity with it. So I do separate, intentionally, I do separate who I am. IRL versus VTubing. For different reasons, like safety and things. But I feel like separating my personality from you guys is just harmful. I feel like it's harmful for me because it gave me a lot of issues mentally. I feel like that's not fair to you guys because you're not getting who I truly am, you know? Anonymity. Thank you, Smallbird. Anonymity. Yes, that's the word. Thank you. So, I'm, like, trying to find this, like, new, like, blend of Venus and, like, this personality that I'm, like, actually, you know? So, like, if I seem different, or if I seem, like, more, I don't know, unmedicated and loud, that's because of that. I'm trying to not put myself in that little box, essentially. To be a bit honest, I mean, isn't that expected at this point? People watching VTubers don't expect a 1-to-1 ratio with the person behind the avatar. Various reasons why, but it's a mix of playing with the character. I would hope so. That's the thing. I would hope so that people understand that. But, having that expectation that everyone understands that, I think, sets yourself up for possible problems. Because there are some people that, you know, take it too far, that get a little too, connected with the VTuber persona, so then when a little bit of, like, the actual person comes out, then they get, you know, a little... And I'm not saying that any of you guys would do it. I trust that all you guys are, you know, not only aware of it, but also just respectful. I like a loud wine auntie. But it's sort of like... Because I'm still very new to this, I'm still finding my footing as a creator, as, like, what content I want to make, and as Venus, it's kind of like, I still don't know everything about the game, if that makes sense. Because there are some people that completely just roleplay their character, there are some people that are as honest as they can be about who they are. I like to find a mix between the two, but it's, like, finding that mix that's, like, kind of difficult, essentially. A mask is good and healthy, but maintaining a separation, but too much of a mask can lead to imposter syndrome. Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. It's the imposter syndrome. That's essentially what it is. That's what I was feeling, because I didn't know if I was good enough, I didn't know who I was, I didn't know what I was trying to be, I felt like I was doing a little too much of everything. So, yes, that's such a great way to put it. I love that. Thank you, Hydrus. That's, like, a pretty little bow on top, you know? Hello, Poochie! Who put tar, Damon, in my shower? Sorry. Didn't mean to do that, but, like, ooh, I didn't know where else to put it. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys want another bite? This one's a big one. Open! The imposter syndrome and, like, the, like, social anxiety that I have with having a lot of bad experiences of, like, not... I kinda mentioned it last stream, where I thought I had friends, but they treated, like, my shit, you know? And so it's, like, never knowing if who I am is, like, the reason why people don't want me to be a friend, or the reason why they treat me like shit. So I try to, like, manufacture what I would think is, like, the perfect personality for you guys to enjoy, essentially. When in actuality, I would think that you guys would enjoy a non-manufactured, a more real personality of who I am, instead of, like, you know, some, like, corporate shill, you know? All corporate talk. Or corporate no personality. You're forgiven, now I gotta go do deliveries. Have fun. Be safe. It's kind of like code shifting friend group. Yeah, exactly like that, yeah. You have, like, friend group A, friend group B, and you have, like, 2 different personalities between the two, so you gotta, like, code shift. Yes. Oh my god. I have to do that quite a bit, because the friend groups that I do have are very different. The friends that I've had throughout my life are so different that I kind of had to, like, switch off. And I don't know if this is, like, a normal thing for you guys, but I started, like, questioning way back in, like, the beginning of high school. I was, like, what, 14? I was, like, who am I? You know, I act differently with this person. I act differently towards this person. I'm completely different with person, you know, third person. So it's like, am I all of these people? Am I none of them? Am I real? Am I lying to them? You know, it's such like a weird thing to, like, go through. I didn't realize we'd get so deep during a cooking stream. I'm so sorry. Fuck. Oh my god, my monster's so good. Ugh. I can feel my monster kicking my bowels into, like, overdrive. A different voice when you're home versus when you're at work. Yes. Because I very much do. I realize this. I talk a little more southern for some reason when I'm at work. And that's because, like, the people there, they kind of talk like that. So I, like, match it. But, like, instead of saying, like, yeah, I'm gonna go do wound care and change the person's dressing, I'll instead say, yeah, I'm gonna go change the dressing. You know, like, I don't know, I just use different words, different slang, different, I pronounce things differently. It's weird. I don't like it. Especially, guys, my customer service voice when I worked at Wendy's, like, okay, imagine this. I need you to close your eyes. Let's imagine this. You're pulling up at a Wendy's drive-thru, okay? Oh my god, you know, it'd be so better if I have my, my headset mic on. Hold on. We're gonna use this shitty-ass headset mic. Okay. We gotta. Properties. Okay. I need you to imagine you're pulling up to a Wendy's. You're, like, thinking about what you want to get, okay? And the person on the speaker starts asking you, okay? Test. Make sure that this is, like, working. Okay.
Welcome to Wendy's. What can I get for you today? Alright, you want a biggie bag? And what kind of sandwich would you like? Okay, double cheeseburger. Great. Is there anything else you would like? Alright, that's one Baconator. Would you like fries? Okay, a large fry. And you want to add a drink? We can make that a large combo if you'd like. Absolutely, yeah. What kind of drink? Okay, a large Dr. Pepper. Alright, so we have the one biggie bag, and then we have the Baconator combo. Is that all for you today? Awesome. Okay, your total is going to be $13.50. Just pull up to the first window. Thank you.
Yeah. I talk very high when I worked at Wendy's. It was such, like, a pitch shift that, like, my coworkers, oh god, that burp was disgusting. That, my coworkers would make fun of me. You know, they would be like, hi! You know, they would make fun of me because I would get so fucking high-pitched, and I, like, it was just my customer service voice. That's just what I did. It was so bad. I'd be talking to them, you know, being like, you know, yap, 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 yap. Hi, welcome to Wendy's. What can I get for you today? Just like that. I'm over here now. Hi. Yeah, I don't know if incredible is the right word, but it's definitely the, yeah, Wendy's in the Valley. Wendy's in the Valley, but like Midwestern version, essentially. Thank you so much for following on Twitch, Poochie. Thank you, thank you. Sounds too happy for a Wendy's worker. Okay. I'll be completely honest. I liked working at Wendy's. It wasn't that bad. I'm getting paid like shit, sure. And there we go, there's the notification. I was getting paid like shit, but I liked it. I liked the coworkers I had. I really enjoyed getting there early in the morning because I got to like eat the potato wedges when no one was looking. I got to eat nuggets. I got to bring food home, you know? If I worked like a closing shift, if I had like a really base ass manager, we would play on like their Switch when no one was like, you know, up ordering. Like, it was a great casual time. I enjoyed it. There were some parts I didn't like working there in the summer was disgusting because of how hot it was. But like otherwise it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. Practicing the cutesy anime voice before she was given an anime. Well, no, because you have to understand, during this time, when I was working at Wendy's, I had my Discord kitten phase. Oh. I had my Discord kitten phase, so I was doing like, you know. Yeah, you would be a regular customer. Maybe that's why I had some regulars, and that's why they kept like they kept wanting to talk to me. I had regulars for sure, and I also apparently I got complaints. Listen, I worked at the window. I took orders, okay? I took orders. I made the drinks, and I like bagged everything. I was doing 3 jobs in one. All right, and. Like, at the window, you don't see anything below, like, the waist, right? I got complaints from a couple of people that my leggings were too revealing. Really? Revealing? To who? Because I was a minor at that point, so I'm like, right. Sure. Alright, whatever. Alright, I'm catching some bullshit. Listen, I don't know if he was jealous of something, but maybe. You can use that voice with your Animal Crossing model? Absolutely, I could. Yeah. Hold on. Ah, wrong one. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby.
Welcome to Wendy's. What can I get for you today? I'm just a corporate little girlie. I love me a Baconator fry with a pretzel bun, spicy chicken sandwich. It's real good.
Probably just Karen's, probably, yeah. I did have a couple of Karens. Oh my god, the Karens I had. Those were always so fun to deal with. I would get really mad and I would feel like my heart pumping and like my hands shaking. But I loved every moment of it. I loved dealing with Karens. Though I was like polite and I, you know, I didn't say anything bad. But I did have thoughts of saying like, have the day that you deserve. You know, those I wanted to say that, but I didn't. Because I was a good little lad who... that fucking pipe. I was a good little lad who wanted to make sure she kept her first job, you know? I wanted to make sure. I also love the Animal Crossing character. I might change her up a little bit, but I don't know. I've kind of had this grown on me. I quite like it. I love the rigging for it. The rigging is amazing. It's so good. Guys, okay. I don't know how much I've talked about my Wendy's career, but did I tell you about, like, the perv that I worked with? Did I tell you about that? Because I was a perv. I was a minor. I was 16, 17, I think. Something like that. I know I was a minor. And I had this one guy who was 22 asking me to come over to his place. Did I tell you about that story? You haven't? Oh my god, I gotta. Oh my goodness, I can't pull out my voice. Is the same. Whatever the shift. Though it helps that I'm not standing at the register 8 hours a day. It does get really straining on your voice if you do that. Oh, look at Wendy's for 8 hours. Yeah. I'm new, so I don't know. Okay. Alright. Whether you're new or whether you've heard this, I gotta tell you this fucking story. I love telling about this guy because he was such a fucking perv. I hated him. Every time I think about this man, I want to riot. I want to, like, throw a metal pipe at him. I hate him. So, listen. We're gonna use his do I care about censoring his name? I mean, I don't know his last name. I don't give a fuck. His name's Luca. Alright? This man's Luca. He is 22 years old, and let me tell you, he has quite a bit of a love life. So much so that this man would constantly talk about his fiance who lives in, like, another state, a couple states away, by the way. It's not nearby by any means. This man has a fiance from way far out there that they met online, and they were gonna, like, go see each other. But then he would also talk about another shift, how he has a girlfriend, that's actually, like, just a state across. And then he would also talk about another fiance that he's actually marrying, his, like, wifey, that is a couple of other states away. So he has, I don't know, like 3, 4 girls. No fucking idea. But his story would change every single time regarding who he's, and you know what's the crazy bit too? You know, he's telling me all about his, like, girlfriend, his fiance, his love story, his love life. Only to me. If I'm working and he's on my shift, he would essentially glue himself to my fucking hip and follow me around while I'm doing my fucking job to tell me about his fucking life, okay? If I'm getting more ice, if I'm restocking the cups, if I'm taking orders, going, hi, welcome to Wendy's, he would still be talking to me. This man had problems, okay? And we're not even close to the devious things he's done, okay? Everyone knows that this man has problems. The other guys that I work with, I was, like, one of, like, 3 girls who worked there. And, like, the other, like, one of them was, like, my age, also in high school. The other one was, like, a middle-aged woman who was a manager, okay? Yeah, taking a hint was not something he could do, okay? This man, he was notoriously known by the other guys. And they, like, warned me because they all thought that someone else warned me about Luca. They all were like, oh yeah, she knows he's a problem. I didn't at the first time, because no one told me, because they all thought that at least someone said something. They did not. They did not. So I learned the hard way after working with him for a couple of shifts. And so we're talking, and he was, like, talking about, like, anime and games, trying to, like, gauge, like, what I like, you know, what I play. And he would hit me with, like, you know, like, hey, like, you know, you want to, like, give me your number so we can, like, hang out sometime? Like, you can come over to my place and we can, like, play some games together. Or, like, you know, we could come over and, like, watch some anime. And I would be kind of uncomfortable because I don't like this person. Listen, I'm not one to really base people off of looks, because I'm very much more of, like, a personality and, like, we have to get along kind of a person instead of you have to be physically attractive. However, this man did not take care of himself. Self-care was also not something that he really knew, and I'm not looking to find out what kind of crusty-ass socks he has on his bed. I'm not interested. Again, also a minor. 22, 16. That is illegal. That is illegal. That is illegal. Even if I was like 17 or 18, Romeo and Juliet would not apply because he is way too old for me. It is illegal. And this man would ask me every single shift if I wanted to go to his place or if I wanted to hang out with him. Okay. Now this is bad. This is pretty bad. The fact, like, a side comment, he doesn't know how to do his job. He doesn't know how to get ice or do anything. He would just get in the way. I would just shove him to the side because he would always fuck it up for me. They would kind of, like, put him, like, as I'm taking orders, he would put him next to me to, like, prep the drinks. He didn't even know how to do that. So I'd just, like, go, move, shove. And the managers would be like, well, he has to do something. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what he has to do. He's not staying with me. Absolutely not. He could go fuck around and, like, clean the bathrooms or something. He's not staying next to me. He's fucking up my station. I'm saving the best for last. I'm saving the best for last. You want to know? You want to know the most fucked up thing he did? That he asked, really? I went to the bathroom one time. And I tend to like to go to the bathroom just to scroll through my phone a little bit. But I don't, honestly, at that time, I was a very, like, honest worker. I took 30 minutes and no more than 30 minutes for my break. I was 5 minutes early and I would, like, clock out late. I was a very good worker. I'd go to the bathroom. I came back. You know, wash my hands, put my phone away. I, like, go through the door. He's coming up to me as I, like, I'm not sure if you guys know, like, the setup. So you have, like, the counter. I'm gonna move this. You have, like, the counter, right? You kind of have, like, the drive-through window, like, the pocket over here. Here's the counter. And, like, the doors right here to, like, go in for the workers. He's, like, he, like, comes up rushing to me as, like, I'm coming through the door behind the counter. Okay. He hits me with a... You took a while. Are you on your period? You took a lot longer than you normally do when you're at the bathroom. Are you menstruating right now? Excuse me? Excuse me? Say psych right fucking now. I'm not, by the way. I was not. I just need to clarify this. I was not. And I, very taken aback, have like, whoa, this is like really fucking weird to ask. I go like, no, why? Like, that's none of your business. And he goes, well, you know, you were taking a while, so I thought you might have been like changing out your pad or something, or like if you use a tampon. Do you use pads or tampons? What? What? That's none of your business. It doesn't matter what I use. Why are you asking? Well, it just seems like you're on your period because, you know, you're acting a little different. You know, you seem more moody. It seems like you're PMSing. What? If I could, I would have strangled him. I was underweight. I had an eating disorder. I was bony as all heck. I would have knocked this man's head against the fucking counter, bashed him into the fucking floor, and would choke him out if I could. Oh my god. Like, that's fucked up. Yeah. No, he's weird. I hated, like, I already did not like him. I hated him after that point. And, Puff, I'm so glad that you asked this question, because he was not written up. He, in fact, was not given a reprimand or a warning. He wasn't fired or suspended. I made a complaint about this, and you want to know what they told me? You want to know what my head manager told me? By the way, just like a little secret, my head manager was caught embezzling money out of the franchise. Just like a, you know, credibility thing. That's who this man is. I made a complaint about him and how uncomfortable I am around him and how I don't want to be scheduled whenever he works. And my manager goes, I mean, I'm sorry, I can't really do much because, you know, there's like laws around writing up people who have disabilities, and, you know, since he has a mental disability, he just acts a little different. It's okay. He's harmless. He's fine. It's no problem, really. Just like, you know, be polite and he'll be fine. It's okay. I can't do anything. I'm sorry. The law forbids me to punish people who have disabilities. So, yeah. Just like, I don't know. Say no politely. As if that's already worked. I liked working at this Wendy's before I met him, and whenever I wasn't working with him. That's the thing. It was like one of the main reasons why I wanted to leave, actually. I liked working at Wendy's up until I started working with him, and I'm like, maybe I should find other employment. No, he definitely made me rethink my choices, for sure. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, corporate BS, for sure. And honestly, I didn't know that it was sexual harassment at the time. I really didn't know. And I also didn't know that, like, I could escalate it and talk to, like, the district manager and be like, hey, this man is, like, being a fucking pervert. I need something to, I need to do something about this. Yeah. Yeah. There's a reason why a lot of myself that I will joke with, I kind of started making the joke that I am/was jailbait, because this is not the one and only time this has happened to me. I make jokes about me being jailbait to my friends, and they make jokes about it too, because I'm very aware, I'm very familiar with the "you're so mature for your age," because he also hit me with that. Luca also hit me with that as well. I'm so mature for my age. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Kind of wild. Again, during my Discord e-kitten phase. It was a wild time. It really was. Now whenever I, like, am reminded of this man, or I, like, think about him, it honestly, like, ruins my day. Because, like, thinking about him just pisses me off. I hate him so much. Yeah. I will never make the take us to the bathroom with you again. Yeah, you want to ask me if I'm menstruating right now if I use a pad and a tampon? It's wild. Which, by the way, at that time, I was scared of tampons. I hated them. Oh god, no. I didn't want to be shoving something up my cooch like that. Up my cooter. It was scary because, like, the risk of, like, being told that there's a risk of getting sepsis from it, I was like, nah, thank you, I'm good. I would have said, sorry, my mental disability is like that. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah. Better with dealing with it as time went on, but like as I wasn't very confrontational when I was younger. I was very much of like just like think it, don't say it, think it, don't say it sort of a thing. But yeah, no, if I was confrontational, I would have said a lot of shit, for sure. It's a personal matter, don't worry. No. Things are different now. I'm not a minor. That's like, I don't know, the big thing, really. Yeah. I to him. I think he, like, after I left, he stayed working there for quite a long time. But I don't know what happened to him. I honestly didn't really care. It was kind of just a big thing for me to just not be around him, really. So, yeah. Kinda sussy. Okay. Oh. I'm feeling the monster is working a little too fast on my bowels. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to take like 15. So I think we're gonna end stream here. You know, it's that time. The caffeine runs through me really fast, let me tell you. If that was me, man, would be on the floor nursing his crotch, steel boots and a mask. Yeah, like the steel-toed shoes. Absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, I would like to neuter him. That's like my personal thing. Just like, you know, cut it off. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to the cooking stream. I know it was like a lot scuffed. But I hope you guys still had fun. Hopefully I can next time actually like do it in the kitchen. But I hope you guys learned quite a bit of my favorite comfort meal. I'm gonna try to make a stream schedule tomorrow, but I have an exam tomorrow that I kind of have to study for. And I have a quiz tomorrow, and I have a dentist appointment that I may or may not be taking out my wisdom teeth. So, depending on whether or not I get my wisdom teeth out, depends on how stream looks. Yeah. We might just have like a fun gummy time. I don't know. But I hope you guys had fun. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for a wonderful time. This was really fun. I enjoyed it. Please take care. Whether it is morning, afternoon, or night, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna go lose myself to the toilet bowl. Good night.